Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody over there in YouTube land? I hope everybody's set fine and dandy. It's Sunday evening, guys. Not evening, afternoon. It's about 4, I think. And I was going to work on the boat, but I think my son, he is tied up right now doing other things. And I'm trying to make this a father and son project. And he works, I work. He's got an old lady. And we all know how that is. And yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go over and kidnap him one evening and get over here and get this done. We've got to do some wiring on the motor and stuff. There's corrosion damage, so we need to do that. And hopefully that's all that motor needs, which we all probably know. It probably wouldn't need more than that, but that's the starting point, is get the wiring all fixed and straightened out, and put a battery in it, see if she'll crank over and stuff, and put our gas lines on. So, but I don't believe he's coming over, unless it probably be later this evening if he does. So I'm bored, so I am going to work on that ride lawnmower again, guys. Me and my dad, we got the tire fixed. Have you all ever heard of put a boot in the tire? You all ever heard that phrase? Just put a boot in it. I never heard that till the other day when I came home from work, and my dad was working on this tire over here, and he had already had it off and getting ready to put a tube in it. And he goes, I don't know if it's going to work, because he's like, it's got that big old split. We didn't know it because it was on the ground, but it's split from there to there. And he said, we might be able to put a boot in it. And I've never heard of that before until then. And what it is, guys, if you didn't know either, you just take an old tire and you cut a piece of rubber, and that you cut it to the size of your split in your tire you're wanting to use, and you just fit it and you put it inside there, and that way when you put the tube in, it just pushes up against the rubber and keeps the tube from popping out. That's what they old timers would call just put a boot in it. And I thought at first that they only did this to tractors and stuff, but no, my dad said they did that to their cars too. And if you get thinking about it, back in World War II, tires was rationed. So, I mean, it's hard telling what crazy stuff they had to do to keep the cars and tires on the road. So, but yeah, that's what you would call put a boot in it. Now, when we pumped it up, it was trying to push out a little bit, so I just inflated it down a little bit till it closed up. So we may be able to get around the house with it before it blows out. Because I don't want to put that much money in this old tractor, because I have no idea what's going on. One problem, what we're going to deal with today, is the transmission. I can't get it in neutral. I've watched a few videos, and actually there's a little kid, which he ain't so little anymore, but he's got a YouTube channel over in Britain, and he loves these old Bolens, and I can see why, because they're really fascinating. But I watched a video last night, and it's weird because I looked all through his videos and I didn't see it till last night and it popped up. But it was talking about this crazy pin. And now this pin, if you've never dealt with one of these old Bolens, it goes in, well, it's hard to see, but there's a hole. Let me see if I can get up in here. Oh. There is a hole. Let me see if I can get the camera down in there. Can you all see that hole right there? That's where that pin goes in, and it's supposed to come in to lock, and it will lock his hub. It will lock his hub up. It goes in right here. When you push it in, it locks this outer hub, and it makes it go in drive. And then when you pull the pin out, it's supposed to be a neutral, free rowing, free spinning. Well, you can see we've got the pin plumb out, and it is still locked up. So I don't know what's going on with that. You would think maybe there's something wrong with the transmission down in the crank, or down in the gears. But if you turn it, let me see if it'll work. If you turn the drive shaft, the wheels will roll. So how much sense does that make, guys? I don't know. So what we're going to do, and of course, every time I come over here, it starts raining. And I am not kidding, guys. Here it comes, more rain. So we're going to have to go back in the shed and watch more videos for a little while, it looks like. Well, when we get back to it, we're going to take these five boats out. Hopefully they're not seized. And then this will come off and get the tire off. And we'll see, because this right here, this should be, when that pins out, this part of the hub should turn free. And it don't make sense too. You would think this wheel would be unlocked, because it has this thing here that you can lock it in, but it's all the way out. Well, it is now. And you would think it would be rolling, but you can see it is locked up too. So I was going to take it off the trailer and ride around the house and take a video of it, but I thought we'd look a little bit deeper into the transmission issue. And also, I'm going to put a kill switch. I need to run a kill wire from here up to here. That way, in case something crazy happens, I can shut her down, because what could happen, you know? Alright, guys. It looked like it sprinkled for a minute and it stopped. So maybe we can get on it and get that wheel pulled. So let me get over to the garage. We need to get a jack and some jack stands and tear into it. And we're also going to take the seat back off and take this pan off, put it down, look into the transmission, because my gear shift will not stay in where it's supposed to go. It keeps popping out. So I think there may be something missing there. So that's the things you got to go through when you start working on something that somebody else has worked on previously. So, but we're just going to be good little detectives and go and do some detective work and see, maybe we can figure this out, because these things weigh a ton. They're old, and I did a little bit more research. I thought this was a 1970, but I think it's more around 68, 69, because the same person I was telling you, I watched the videos about the pin, no, it was a different video, but anyway, they said that the way you can, because the 68, 69, 70 look pretty much the same, but they said the one thing on a 68 would be different is the rims would be red. It became factory red. And as you see, somebody painted these white at one time, but they are factory red. So these might be 60, it may be a 68 tractor. And maybe why, that's why I'm having such hard problems finding different information on it, because the tractors don't change much, but there's a couple little things change on down the line. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I was hoping to make a video of me riding around the house, but we're just going to try to see why we can't get this in neutral, because you cannot move it. It is, like we were just talking, it is a tank, and it's got to be freewheeling, or it's just, you can't move it. I can get it off the trailer by taking the drive shaft and spinning it and taking, it takes it like granny gear and getting it off the trailer like that, but it'd be a lot easier if we can figure out how to get it neutral. All right, enough of me blabbing. Let's get to it. All right, guys. I went ahead and got the seat off and everything, and got the transmission plate off. And it's starting to look more and more like rain. Hopefully we get this wheel pulled before it does, because once it starts raining, it's been like this about 4 days. Once it starts pouring in buckets, and it does it for a couple hours. But here's the transmission, guys, and everything looks good. The forks look good. Everything's sliding in where it goes. Of course, I haven't found reverse in it. Some of them Briggs and Stratton engines a long time ago had the reverse on the engine. I don't know, maybe if this had the reverse on this engine too, because I don't know. I've seen videos that the rear end actually has reverse. I don't know, I cannot find reverse in it. You would think it would be that cog in the middle right there, like once you get, let me see, get in there, if it, there, that should be reverse. But if I turn Okay, maybe it is. Okay, that is reverse. Okay, I found it. Huh. Well, that's a relief out of my head. Now if we just find out how we can get this thing in neutral. So, pull this fork up here, and that should be in neutral. So spin it. No, we're still in it. Let's see. Here comes the storm, guys. I'm gonna have to get out underneath this tree. Where is my neutral? I had it the other day. It should be. Can't get that gear off of there. It comes up. That should be neutral. I'm gonna get underneath this tree, guys. The storm's coming. I don't want one of these lamps to crack me in my noggin. So let me cover this up and go inside for a minute, see if it blows over. Oh, I'm gonna have to get me a leather glove too. That's eating my hand up, smacking that around. But I did have it neutral the other day. I don't know why. Can't get it in there now. That should be neutral right there. But it's not. Alright. Alrighty, guys. I am back. As soon as I gathered all the tools and everything and got in the shed, guess what? It quit raining. So I don't know how much time we have, because every time, like I said, every time I come over here, here comes a big black cloud. But guys, we're going to jack it up. We're going to use this old Studebaker jack, which is pretty neat. They just make cool things back in the day. It's from an old Studebaker or a Model A. It may be a Model A. The old feller's garage this came out of, he had a Studebaker, and then he before that he had a Model A. So it's one of the two, and we're going to use that, and we're going to put it on some jack stands. So, and also, guys, if you have any questions about these old Bolens tractors, there is a YouTube channel called let me go make sure I got it right. His channel is called Garden Tractor Boy, and he knows all about these, and he's actually got some Bolens automatic them. Aren't those awesome? And he has about 4 or 5 of those. But anyway, back to ours. So what we're going to do, we're going to jack this up, guys, and we're going to pull that wheel off over here and and just try to take pieces off and see if we can figure why it's locked in like it is. And also, reason why I was having problems in neutral, my slow brain here forgot that the belt is on the motor. So, alrighty. Let me get you on tripod. Alrighty, guys. The bolts are 5/8. Kind of small, I think, for this big tractor, but I'm going to spray a little penetrating oil on them. I don't know how much that's going to help. I'm going to try to get it in behind. Maybe it'll penetrate inside there, so it'll be easier for us, because I'm sure they haven't been off for a very long time. Where's that other one? I think I got them all. And I'm going to try to use my drill. So, and I'm going to need extension. See if this is going to be long enough. Hopefully it don't twist this off. Okay. Make sure. Oh, came right off. So they're studs. So let me put that one back in. And we'll jack this thing up, because we don't gotta worry about the wheel going to turn. That's for sure. I've got the wheels up front chalked. So, all right. Try to do this safely as possible. See, right there is going to be a little uneven, but I may be able to guide it up. You got a big old snap-on screwdriver here. My dad found that on the side of the road about 20 years ago. Here we go. Let's try to get this wheel off the ground. Is it moving? Yeah, it's moving, but it's slow. There we go. Now let's see if we can get a jack stand underneath it. I have room. Don't have room. How am I going to do that? I may have to just leave it on the... Guess we're just going to have to leave it on the jack. Alright. Hopefully it'll sit there. It won't slide off. We'll just keep our hands out up underneath it. Alright guys, let's see if we can get the rest of these out. Hey. It is free. What's going on, guys? Taking it off anyway. That don't make sense. Y'all seen that thing locked up, didn't you? Let's take this back wheel off. There you go. Now let's put the jack stand underneath it. We'll have to go up a little higher. Almost. There we go. Now we're on the jack stand. So, well, I don't understand that, guys. Maybe this collar was locked. See, here's where that pin goes. And somebody in the past has broke it. Maybe that little bit of oil down in it is something. Somebody in the past broke it because, hope this trailer don't rear up on me. This is supposed to have right here, where's it at? The pin goes up here, so this is supposed to have a piece of metal on this side here, right here. Somebody's put a screwdriver in between here and snapped that off, because on the pin it has 2 holes, and that way when you had the pin in, like when you put the pin in, you could put a Carter pin through that and lock it, but somebody's broke it off. That's why the radiator hose is on here. But see, you put your pin in like that and it locks the hub, and then when you pull your pin out, it's got another hole right there, and you put your pin through and it's freewheeling. So we found reverse, and we got the back rear end in free spin, guys. I think we are successful. Look, there's mushrooms, little mushrooms. So I guess that'll do this video, guys. I'm going to, while I got the wheel off, take a wire brush to it, clean it, and our next video, maybe we'll get it off the trailer and be riding around the yard. We'll take the deck off of it. As I said in my other videos, I'm only powering this with a Honda, and it doesn't have the right pulleys to run down to the PTO. So it's just pretty much going to be a yard toy till I can find another engine. And so yeah, that's that. But yeah, we got it going. We got it in free. That was crazy. How did that happen, guys? You all saw it locked up, and then as soon as I put a little oil, it has to be what it was, a little drop of that penetrating oil unlocked something. I don't know. I know you all saw that earlier when I was pushing it forward and backward. It was locked up. But that's just the strange things that happens here all the time at Redneck Ways, so I'm used to it. Alright, guys, I hope you're all having a great Sunday. I hope everybody's doing well and everybody is healthy and everything's going your way. And until the next one, I will see you right here at Redneck Ways. Bye, guys. Free at last. That gasket or whatever. I don't know if that was a gasket. I say it was, but it's gone now.